We are live. We are live. We are live. I want to say greetings to everyone who is here with us, who is coming in, who's joining in, who's going to see it in the future, and who's seeing it right now. I appreciate your presence here on Catalyst Conversations with us. This is KShea O's channeling session. It's more than just a channel, but it's a session of high vibratory frequencies with individuals that I truly respect to the umpteenth unlimited power, just to let you guys know. So today's Catalyst conversation, which is number 21, and I'm truly grateful for even getting to this length. It's a lot of appreciation. I want to tell all the newcomers, thank you for even being here. Thank you for coming. You could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here. And guess what? That means a lot to me. With that being said, would you please touch that like, click that subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified of all forthcoming content, and share this content because it's truly encouraging, truly enlightening, and you get so much out of it. For all those who have been rocking with me for a minute, like Big Pontiac, greetings to you. Greetings, greetings. I just want to tell you, I appreciate you. I appreciate your loyalty and you just being here with me on a continuous basis. That truly means a lot to me as well. All right. So we're going to get in today's subject at hand, and this is crafting yourself through your craft. Cultured Palate with my brother WB Clark. Okay. So y'all know I love my backstories. So my brother WB, he has always been a talented individual, always. We were in the band together, all right, in college. And his talent would be what would keep the band together off top. He was a hard hitting brother on the bass drum. I can't even hold you up. And I truly appreciate all his high vibratory frequencies, who he is as a person. He always brought all of us together. His radiance and who he is as an individual was just so admirable. And I truly respect him for who he is, who he was, and who he is to become. And I want to welcome my brother, WB. What's up, bro?
What's going on? Greetings, greetings. What is going on?
So, bro, let us know what you doing, what you got going on. Do you have any projects upcoming? What's up? How can we tap in?
You can first, you can always hit me up on my Instagram at Chef Dub, Chef underscore Dub 85 on Instagram. You can always hit me on Facebook, WB Clark on Facebook. Um, got some things coming up. Just started the process. I'm working on my cookbook and everything, so I'm gonna get that going. That should be out around the fall sometime. So keep your eyes out, stay looking. Got some
So
dope fire recipes that's about to go down. You know, I got all I get is inboxes and text messages. How do you do this? Why does it taste like this? Why does it taste like? Now I'm gonna show. Put it in book form, and now you can stop. Trying to harass me and hold me hostage for my recipes. Okay, I got you on that. But also, I still do my head chef job and different things like that. I have different catering events coming up this summer and everything. Got a wedding to do this summer coming up and everything. So everything is rolling. Everything is still rolling. Tap in if you need a private, a private intimate setting. You in the Huntsville, Tennessee area, feel free to hit me in my DMs. We can set up a nice ambiance, get a menu together, and get you set straight away. You know.
that is amazing. So I will put all of his links to his socials down into the description box so you guys can definitely tap in with this amazing chef. You should see some of his dishes, okay? Just his arrangement is so appealing to the eye. It's mouth watering. It's like, I'm gonna need to try that. Where's he at? I need to check that out. So if you want like some type of nice romantic dinner or you want a large event catered, please tap in with WB. If you're in the Alabama, Tennessee area, or if you have the coins and you want to fly this brother out to a function somewhere, you make sure you tap in because I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be well worth it. He have some dishes and some arrangements and just the titles alone to what he provides will be so like, oh my goodness, sir, can I get uh a, B, and C, please? This is amazing. So, with this being said, and you tapping into your craft and everything like that, just tell us, like, how did you start off, bro? How did you start off knowing that, chef was your calling? Being a chef was your calling, and cooking is like
Um,
a natural ability for you.
I think it starts with the saying. Not sure if a lot of people are familiar with the saying. It's not on you, it's in you. And sometimes you have to be in the presence of greatness in order for that to be released. And that greatness was my grandmother. My grandmother, I feel, released what was already in me. She allowed that to flow out and become its own, its own manifestation, its own thing to what you have today. Like just watching her cook and prepare dishes from an early age, always, from a little man to a big man, and absorbing all of that, that southern deep rooted, you know, culinary knowledge that she has that's been passed down from her by her mom and her great grandma and different people like that. Just the ancestors, and just her continuing to retain that information, keep that information, and pass it down to me. And you know, I would do her any, I would do my whole family a disservice if I don't share it.
Absolutely. So it's like you're a direct reflection of your lineage. And what I feel like is so profound to me is that you have these abilities that were deep rooted within you. But the thing is, you were able to actually see this with your grandma. And a lot of people don't, either they're not interested while grandma in the cooking, they just know that she is getting ready to whip up something good and they're going to eat, but
Right.
you honed in to her skill set and that further pulled out your talent within you. um, are there any dishes in that are specific that she has left you with that really means a lot to you that you carry with you till now?
One of the I feel like one of the most underrated dishes to watch being prepared and cooked would probably be greens. I feel that just people don't even understand this. Just it's so spiritual to just watch greens being prepared. To
Mm.
me, that is the essence of blackness, who we are as people. You know, like just watching from going out to the fields at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning at the crack of dawn, and using your hands to pull the greens out of the dirt and transport them back to the kitchen to wash them. Remove the stems, roll them up, and cut them to the size that you like, as well as you getting your seasonings together, you building your broth up, getting it all hot and ready, putting in your meats and your bones and stuff to culminate the flavors and build just this pot of just deliciousness. I really feel like that greens are probably the most underrated thing to watch. So just watching my grandmother prepare and cook greens, just it did something to me.
Hmm.
Did something to me. And I feel like it does something to all of us. We take it for granted. We so used to watching our parents and our aunts cook greens and different things like that. But no, don't just look at them. Really go in and watch. Just go watch, and watch how good you feel on the inside. Just watch how much your heart fills up and your eyes get big, knowing that you're about to tear into what's in that pot.
That, man, you know what? I appreciate you providing that breakdown. It's a sacred preparation
It
behind
is.
things.
It is.
Wow. From
It's
going out into the fields. Because this start from a seed, you know.
hmm
You have to really think about its humble beginnings before it even, is presented to you on a plate. From the seed to the cultivation of the land to when it actually grows and blooms to
yeah.
maturity to actually going out there to pick it, to wash it, to roll it, to man, just think about that. Like so much love and compassion is invoked into that dish.
Yeah.
And that is the main ingredient to a lot of dishes, you know what I mean? So, with that being said, like, what is it that allows you to invoke this passion that you do? Like, where do you conjure up this passion from? I know from grandma and from your lineage, but like for self, like where do that come from within you when you prepare your dishes?
I truly enjoy it. Like it's therapeutic for me. It's very relaxing to cook. Like for me, you go through the daily ins and outs of life. You deal with people, you deal with attitudes, negative energies. You're dealing with, co-workers, bosses, and different things like that. But once you get into that mode and you get into your sanctuary and you understand that you have to prepare a meal and you take your time to pull out the ingredients and get everything all together and you finally come to that realization of what you want to eat for the night and you start to cook it, it's very relaxing. It's very de-stressing. It relaxes my muscles. It clears my mind. It's the only thing that I can truly do that I really feel like I'm free. I feel like I'm free when I'm cooking. When I'm in the kitchen, it might to the outside looking in, it looks like I'm doing a whole lot of work. Like you're looking at me like, oh, he's just doing a lot. Oh, he's cooking, but that's a part of it. It's a part of it. Some things that free you are hard. Some things that that release you are going to be different. You know, doesn't mean you veer off the road or try to go around it. Sometimes you got to go through it. Sometimes that toughness, that difficulty level, pulls something out of you and creates something new within you that you didn't even know that you had. You know, like just because you had a hard day shouldn't mean that your home should be easy sometimes. Meaning like, oh, I had a long day. I'm not gonna cook dinner. I'm gonna just throw this in the microwave and heat it up and eat it. Well, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice, one, because you just went through a whole day of negativity, assuming that you had a bad day.
Mhm.
And then now you're gonna put negative or unhelpful nutrients in your body. So that's just you're making it worse. And we walk around and we wonder why we have attitude problems, we seem to be moody, we go back and forth with people that we shouldn't be talking to in the first place and we make bad decisions is what you put in your body. Like physically, mentally, spiritually, all of that is what you put into your body and food is no exception. You have to be smart with your food.
And I truly resonate with that on so many levels. And with that being said, that takes a special type of passion in what you do, and that shows like the love that you do invoke into your food. And like I stated to you previously, it's like you're the healer when you're in the kitchen, but it's not just your talent of you being able to plate dishes and put dishes together and cook up the chemistry of what you know tastes really good to a wider array of people, but you said this is therapeutic for you.
Mhm.
So with that being said, with the preparer using this as like a therapeutic scenery in conjunction with the talent to bring together this food, you know you're going to have an excellent experience, period. Because it's that wholeness and that wellness energy being invoked into what you're getting ready to consume. And that is very, very important, because if you had a jacked up day and you come and prepare some food and you put those jacked up emotions into that food, everybody who consumes that food is going to feel those same emotions, you
Exactly.
know, because with energy, energy cannot be created or destroyed, but it can be transmuted. So by this being a therapeutic, like ritualistic thing for you, it's like a no-brainer for you to invoke positivity and invoke wellness and invoke whole, into your food. And I truly appreciate that. And that's another reason why you guys need to go ahead and book him, because you know that whatever's going to be delivered in front of you is going to come from a place of wholeness and positivity and compassion. And I truly appreciate that. So, with that being said, you can cater your skills to a wide variety of people. You're not just there with those who eat meat or those who are vegans. So, how is it that you have the ability to be so like a master, like a culinary master in so many different facets?
Uh, just honing my skills. I picked up a lot from. I worked at so many restaurants. I pretty much worked in almost every restaurant in Huntsville, basically. So it's one of those things to where, as you work, you kind of pull and tug little pieces from here, little pieces from there. You
Mm-hmm.
create something new. So every time I try to create something new, I try to use all the gifts and all the recipes, all the things I remember from previous journeys, from previous restaurants, from previous, meals. Sometimes I even think back at my childhood and different things like that. Um, for an example, I wanted a snack the other night, and I couldn't put my mind on it. I was like, no, I don't want any junk food. I want something old school, like like a PB and J.
Okay.
So, man, I made probably one of the best peanut butter and jelly sandwiches I've made in a long time. And the trick to it is you grill it. You make it like grilled cheese. That's the trick. Might sound minor, makes a whole difference. Makes
Wow.
a huge difference. But you gotta have like a playful mind. You have to have a playful mind. You can't take everything too seriously because you have to be able to tap into that place of exploration.
Mm.
I feel like when you're too serious, you stuck on only what you want to do. You're not looking at possibilities. You're not looking at what may be or what else could be. You're just looking at, oh, I know this, I can only do this, so I'm going to stick to this. Don't put yourself in a box. Don't ever put yourself in a box. Just always try to make sure you're using proper technique, make sure you're using good ingredients, make sure you're using at least half and half healthy ingredients. Some people just, you go to the extreme sometimes with the greasiness and the fried food and different things like that. But
Mm.
you want to also include some type of health in there in every meal in every part of your day. But it really just takes a playful mind, be willing to explore, be willing to fail, you know?
It's important.
Yeah,
That's
be willing to fail. It's okay to fail.
important.
You're not gonna get it right. You're not supposed to get it right all the time.
Mm-hmm.
If you got it right all the time, then where would the learning come from? How would you learn if you got it right? There's nothing to learn. So it's okay to bump your head. It's okay to fumble the ball. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to start over.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people today get locked in trying to be this one particular image or this one person or this one type of shell that when they stumble, their minds have been so focused on being perfect that they forgot how to recover. The recovery is the most important part. Don't
Absolutely.
worry about fumbling or stumbling. You're gonna do that. The skill set should be in the recovery. How will you bounce back? How will
Mm-hmm.
you react to you fail and different things like that. But it all goes into one pot. It all creates something magical if you're willing to put the time, the effort, and set the time aside to actually learn the skill.
Mm. That's amazing. That's truly amazing. I truly appreciate just how you articulate what you do. You could tell that you love cooking. You love being a chef. You love, providing this service to individuals. And I appreciate that fact because I can tell you, like, it's a lot of restaurants that I know that my husband and I have went to, right? But
Mhm.
it's like you can tell, like, our place was kind of like just put together, like, hey, all right, that's great. But when you invoke yourself into your plate or into what you're plating or into what you're cooking or into what you're doing, because I know I I feel like that's monumental when I'm in the kitchen cooking for just my family. So I know it takes it to a whole nother level, a whole nother echelon of thinking. And like you said, creativity. Don't limit yourself. Don't put yourself in this box. Be playful with it. You know what I'm saying? Just it's meditative for you in order for you to create these dishes. So can you tell us about that one chicken and waffle dish that you created and how you were able to promote it and the feedback that you got from it?
Well, yeah. This, as a matter of fact, this was pre-pandemic. This
Okay.
literally started probably the December before the pandemic hit, because it was like December, then I think the pandemic hit, maybe that following March, April, something
Mhm, mhm.
like that. But it was something I always had in my head. I have so many recipes in my head. I have so many dishes in my head. I have like I hardly write anything down. So anytime an event pops in my head or an idea pops in my head, like how I told you how I was sitting on the couch and the Lord was like, what are you doing? Like, I gave you a gift, and if I give you something, it's meant to be shared. And I had to share it. So the first thing that came to my mind was chicken. I said, chicken has to be involved. First of all, I'm coming on the scene, so chicken has to be involved. I can't come with nothing, unusual or unfamiliar or nothing like that. I need the protein needs to grab the people in need. So chicken. So me having the mind that I have, it's not going to be ordinary chicken. So I was thinking, drizzle a little, some raw honey, mix it with a little chipotle seasoning, create a little, herbs and spices, a nice little kick or something like that. And then my true southern came out. Then red velvet waffle. Once the red velvet waffles hit the mind, I said, there it is. So I remember I was, sitting on the couch that night, and I created a flyer. I posted it. I asked a question first. The question was, I remember now, was, how many people would support if I start delivering food or cooking food for everybody? And everybody was like, do it, you should do it. What you waiting on? We waiting on you. You should have been did it. Like, and so that was just confirmation. I was like, okay, okay, relax, relax, relax. So, so I posted the flyer, and literally, probably within 30 minutes of me posting the flyer, just blowing up, blowing up. I need two, I need three, I'm gonna need this, I'm gonna need that. And on top of that, I provided. I'm a servant. I feel like the Lord put me here to serve, so I don't mind serving. I don't mind going the extra mile to provide a service to people. So not only did I prepare meals, I deliver. I delivered them to as well. So you could be at work, be at home, wherever. Just let me know what time you want it. When that time, 30 minutes out, I'll shoot you a message, and you just let me know your location, and I'll bring it, drop it off. Um, and I did that back and forth for a couple of weeks. I think right after the Chipotle chicken and the red velvet waffles, I did sesame chicken with a broccoli lo mein with jalapeno cream cheese wonton.
Oh, wow.
And after I did that caught fire as well, which I greatly appreciate. I greatly appreciate everybody that showed love, that continue to show love to Cultured Palate. I want to put that in there because I love you guys. You guys are amazing. People are amazing. Without the people, we are nothing. So we got to show love to the people and let them know that I see you. I see you. Keep coming though. I see you. But anyway, the sesame chicken and broccoli lo mein was basically I took some broccoli and now this is a gem right here. Y'all pay attention if you listen. I
Y'all
don't,
better pay attention and take notes.
I don't do this often, but I took some broccoli, some large broccoli stems, and I boiled the broccoli. I cut the the floret part off. The florets wasn't a part of it. If you're not sure what a floret is, it's the top part of the broccoli, the greeny, sprucey looking part. I actually just used the stem, the base of the broccoli, and I cut it up into like strings. I added a little cabbage, I added a little carrots, sauteed it with some ginger, some sesame oil, a little Szechuan sauce and stuff, and I created a lo mein, which was solely made out of broccoli. Was no pasta, no type of fattening no type of carbohydrates. It was all broccoli. And then I created the chicken, the sesame chicken, put it on top as well, and I did the jalapeno cream cheese wontons, which were, believe it or not, the biggest hit.
Wow.
The cream cheese, the jalapeno cream cheese, wontons. Oh my god, they was calling. People were calling. It was just like, hey, can I just get a basket of these? I was just like, no, time because like I said, like I was just starting out, and I was kind of it was starting to take a toll on me. I
Hmm.
wasn't tired from the work. I was tired because God put so much on me, and He's releasing it so much, and I had to catch my wind. Not to quit, but to keep going. To keep going. Because every time I made a delivery, I thanked him. I said, God, I love you. I thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Every time I made a delivery, I always gave my respect because it could have went the opposite way. I was terrified. A
Hmm.
lot of people don't know that I was terrified starting. Like when I posted that flyer, my heart was racing. It was racing. I was like, what if they like, oh, this food gonna be trash? Or, you know, but it was such a positive response. It was such great feedback that I had to keep going. I was charged up. I was charged up and I had to keep going and I have to serve the people.
That's amazing. Hey, when you do good, good follow you, period.
Oh
That's
yeah.
just the way that it is, you know? And what I truly appreciate and why I wanted him to touch on that story is because he said honey chipotle wings and red velvet waffles. Like just the combination in the title, is so vivid and so vibrant. Like it's almost like I have to order. Like, why don't I order? And how about I make a multitude of orders? You know what I'm saying? Because it's so captivating and in the caption that you presented on your flyer of what you're gonna do. So it just sound delicious. So it's like you're engaging the senses, all the senses of individuals when you put this together. So therefore, it's not just you eating and it's getting a job done. This is an experience that you're providing to people through nutrition, through healing, and through gathering. Food gathers, and I truly appreciate that aspect about everything that you have endeavored in, everything that you've mastered, and everything that you know, is going to come to you in the future. And he just shared, y'all listen, he just shared something that's going to be in that cookbook, some gems. He's dropping some gems in here. So y'all pay attention and something that y'all could utilize and you could use. So I truly appreciate you, man. Is there any, last comments that you would like to provide before we wrap up?
Only thing I would love to say is start. Whatever it is, whatever fear you have, start. Whatever idea you have, start. Whatever goal that you want to get accomplished, start. Keep going. But you, in order to keep going, you have to start. So get off the couch, get out of your mind, get off of social media, and start what God has put in you. Everyone has a gift. It's your job and your duty to discover what that gift is, but not only discover it, but to share it.
Absolutely. I truly appreciate that, bro. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. I appreciate your talent. And I appreciate um, all that you put into what you do. Because
Thank
sometimes I feel like, especially in today's time, people aren't showing up to who they are, much less to what they do. Sometimes we feel like people are not as engaged with their role in their jobs or in their, career paths because of all the things that's going on in the world right now. But for us to engage into this dialogue and for people to actually see how you articulate what you love doing and providing a service to the masses really shows a high level of respect that you have for your craft, that you have for yourself, and with what you have for everything that you do. And it's truly commendable. And I do give you your flowers here today. So,
you. Thank
absolutely. Yes, sir. So I just want to tell everybody thank you so much for joining us here on KSheaO's Catalyst Conversations. I truly appreciate it. Please stay tuned in for Friday. That'll be Catalyst Conversation number 22 with our brother, Marcus Maston. He will be
you.
delivering information about the importance of life insurance and going to break some myths for you guys so you can be more inclined to know what your benefits are and what type of incentives that you can receive by endeavoring into life insurance. But thank you again, bro. I truly appreciate you and peace.
Thank you, sis.
No problem.